Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother Canada 11 chat. 11sies.
Yes. Oh, hi. It's episode 12.
Yes.
Wow.
It always feels so weird doing the Tuesday episode after, not seeing an episode for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Look who's here.
It's
Lammy
the secret HOH.
She's a secret HOH. She's a big fan of the show.
Yeah.
Lammy, this is your first season of BBCAN.
Oh, all right.
She said, where are the feeds? I know. Well, anyway.
They left with Zach like a loser.
Yeah, last time Zach self-evicted because he knew that he did not have the votes to stay.
He put on his Housewives of Canada joggers.
White
and
pants.
Left.
Yeah.
He said, I'm flipping this chessboard because I'm done.
Yeah. Well, we also know that this week is very special.
Oh?
Yes.
Is it whodunit week?
Yeah, oh my god, it was killing me when Jonathan, didn't know the word whodunit.
Whodunit?
I guess he's not a fan of mysteries.
I guess they probably wrote it all as, one word instead of,
that's how you write it, though.
Whodunit.
It's a whodunit. It's one word.
Yeah, but maybe, they didn't...
I don't know. But I think he's just not familiar with the word, but it was fun to listen to him pronounce it. Yeah.
Whodunit.
So that means, because it's whodunit week, that the HOH winner and the POV winner are both going to be anonymous this week.
It's going to be a secret.
Woo!
All right. So Ty, he decided to stay. He said, I am a loser, but I'm not as much of a loser as Zach.
Right.
So
he thinks, he's still got the potential to move forward in this game. So he was like, I'm not going. That's not what he said.
His reason was there were other people in the house who deserved to be there, and he wanted to help them get as far as possible.
Right. Because, he's got allies, so he didn't want to, leave them, what's that, in the lurch?
Something like that.
Who didn't it?
Dan got played.
Yeah, he thought that he was so tight with Zach. He thought he was Zach's number one.
Zach said I was pretty, but I guess I wasn't pretty enough.
Zach was telling everybody that they're pretty.
Yeah.
So, Dan's realizing, oh crap, I was not Zach's number one.
Well, he's not the only one who effed up. Daniel.
He was ready to...
marry Zach?
Yeah, he was ready to
marry,
give away...
kill, F.
Every other alliance he had in order to work with Zach. What?
I think I'm going to vote for Zach to stay.
So now he's got to figure out, am I still good with, Kuzi and Anika? Or are they going to be really mad at me?
Unfortunately, yes. You're okay for the moment.
It's definitely been, a rebuilding week, I feel like.
I mean, I think there was a lot of forgiveness this season because we lost so many house guests so quickly that we just got to put some asses in the seats and, any port in the storm, right?
I mean, I think Zach leaving really blew the game wide open for a lot of other people. Yeah. So there's been a lot of reconfiguring going on here.
Yes and no. So it's time for the HOH comp.
Okay.
And they moved all the dining room chairs out to the backyard. And they're sitting around this big table, well, after they do their little bids. Mm-hmm. So I don't remember what it was called, but temporarily... they're upping the grand prize to $150K.
Or they are potentially going as high as $150K.
No, they're not.
But, after hearing the rules of this, I was like, okay, so they were never actually going to up the money to $150. No freaking way.
No.
Because this is how it works.
Right.
Everybody playing in this competition can bid from 0 to $50,000.
To buy the HOH.
Right. So... whoever wins, whatever money is left over that was not bid by the winner will be added to the grand prize. But,
wow.
There's going to be at least one person bidding it all.
Of course.
So that money was not going to be added to the prize. But anyway, it was an interesting concept for sure.
And they also had a tiebreaker in case of multiple winning bids.
And come on. At least... 2 people are going to put 50. So they had to have that tiebreaker in place. Very smart. Yeah.
Yes. So Daniel went first, obviously hoping Kuzi aren't playing.
Right.
Hope's being punished. And
Kuzi's the outgoing HOH.
So Daniel is like, what do I want to bid? $25,000. What kind of stupid bid is that?
I'm sorry, but anybody that actually wanted to win this competition, if they did not put $50K, what are you even doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Because you know that, like, Ty, Dan, Jonathan, they're all going to put 50. So, like, step it up.
Well, you know who else was a dummy? Renee. And Claudia.
Yeah, they, none of them bid.
Are they even on the show?
Sometimes.
I didn't catch what Shanae's bid was.
Yeah, we didn't see what
I think
Shanae's
everybody
was.
else bid 50.
Yes.
So that would be Santina, Ty, Jonathan, Dan,
and Anika. Because they all knew somebody's going to do it. So if I want it, I got to go for it. I got to get into that tiebreaker.
Don't be a dummy. Be a smarty.
Yes.
All right.
And the tiebreaker question was, like, what is the average going to be of everyone's bids?
Right.
So whoever was closest to that is the winner.
So, dun, dun, dun. I went back in the dark and Kuzi said, obviously, dum-dums, the winning bid was 50,000.
Because, come on. So everyone was like,
Yeah.
oh, shucks, like they're not going to add any money to the prize. Did you really think that no one was going to bid 50?
Come
What?
on.
Yeah.
So then the correct tie-breaking winning number, I guess it was Price is Right rules?
I don't know if you could still win if you went over, or like you said, if it's Price is Right rules.
Yeah.
I don't remember them saying, but...
It was 49,099 cents.
Oh.
And that was Santina.
Oh, congratulations. Wow, 2 HOH
Yeah.
wins already for Santina.
So she won. And she was playing a really good... she was doing a really good job of keeping it under her hat.
Yeah.
You know?
I have to
On the
say,
down low.
before we move on from this competition, watching people struggle to remember how to write a check.
Oh my God, it was terrible.
Shanae's all like, I've never written a check before. Never?
Girl, you're a bartender.
Never written a check before? Like, what? I know everybody's using Venmo and everything now, but, like, never?
How do you not know how to write a check? Don't
I
they
don't know.
teach you that in grammar school?
But every time somebody did write it correctly, I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah. Moving on. Okay, yeah, Santina was doing a pretty good job keeping this all under wraps.
Right.
And nobody was really suspecting her.
No. Because this is all she does all the time. She's always laughing.
Yeah.
So, and not saying anything to people.
There
Just,
was
like, laughing
also
at
this
them.
clip in the digital dailies where she was talking to Ty, and she was really playing it up that, like, she messed up this competition.
I wrote, like, 100 and then 500 and...
She's like, I'm so bad with numbers. Oh, my God.
So, Dan and Ty know they're in trouble.
They are convinced that Jonathan
Yeah.
won HOH.
Jonathan thinks it's Dan.
It seemed like Dan and Jonathan were the two people that were suspected the most of winning.
When they showed us the smallest little morsel of the digital daily, it seemed like they were trying to portray that it was Jonathan.
It did give off the vibe.
But Dan, in the tiny bit that we saw of him, I felt like it was Dan that was giving off a vibe of I don't have to worry.
Well, I think... Sorry, go ahead.
I think Dan is just empty-headed game-wise, and he's just like, am I going home? All right, whatever.
Yeah, well, I think what was throwing a lot of people off was how, like, confident and calm Dan was. But he's always like that.
He's always like that.
He's always like that.
Is he even playing? No.
I don't know.
I don't think so. All right, so Santina and Jonathan have a chat, and she's like,
I won.
She didn't say that,
No, she didn't. She didn't.
She was like, you're not going up on the block. And he was like, what? I'm going up on the block? Get the cotton out of your ears, Jonathan. Mm-hmm. I guess she was whispering. You know, a lot of the people in this house are Marvel mouths.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to hear on the show with the microphones even what the hell they're saying. So I can imagine
In
what
person.
it's like, yeah,
when
you're trying to be quiet and like not have the whole house hear what you're saying.
Well, she does let him know that she won.
She's not saying that she won, but dot.
Yeah, and she's only telling Jonathan about this. She trusts him. She wants to work with him, and I think it's a smart move. And
So
it's
what
a good
does
test.
Jonathan do? He beats himself up. He was doing this freaking
Cartoon muscle man or something, like beating his chest.
Yeah. Why do people do that?
That hurts. Don't do that. You could
No.
literally stop your heart if you
Yeah.
punch it by accident. Like, don't
Yeah.
do that. Please.
All right, so Santina actually got all the stuff for HOH, including the Wieners outfit.
Wieners outfit.
Wow, you want me to try this on? Because I will. It looked pretty.
Yeah.
I like that dress.
I have to wonder if they're, like, calling everyone in, like, an even amount this week so they don't tip off, like, who won. Because
How do they keep it a secret, though? Because do you not get, like, your winner's outfit until the end?
Yeah, I don't know if she's got to just, like,
Because-
put that on layaway.
Yeah, you've been living with these people for, like, weeks. They
Everybody's
know
seen everybody's clothes by now.
everything that you have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't keep that a secret.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she just gets that later or what.
I don't know. But anyway, Ty and Koozie, he's got to eat crow now because
His boy's gone.
he's got to come, take me to church moment here. I'll sharpen the knife while you tell me your sins. And,
Hosier?
yeah. And, he's got to walk it back a little bit because he was like, you're a clown. You're a clown. Big move.
And now he's like, you know what? It was a big move and congrats to you on that.
How does he really feel?
He's got to kiss her ass. He's got to get his numbers back up because he is without Zach now. So he's got to rebuild.
Well, Renee is trying to figure out who won.
That sounds so much like her.
Hope couldn't play and Koozie couldn't play, so that leaves 9 of us. I don't know who. I know I didn't win.
I didn't win. A few
So that's
people
8.
were suspecting Renee.
Yeah.
Quite a few people thought it could be her.
I think Ty was just joking around.
I don't think
thought
he
it
was
Renee.
joking.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. So everyone is speculating.
Yeah. Like we said before, it seems like Jonathan and Dan were the
The top 2 vote getters.
top 2 suspects here. But Anika...
And maybe Renee. But
Yeah, Anika's reasoning, she was like, Santina is not smart enough to put, like, $49,000 for the tiebreaker.
But she was.
I guess she was.
So there, Anika.
Yeah. So Jonathan is feeling really good about Santina at this point. I think a lot of work was done the week that Rob was evicted because Santina and Jonathan were on the same side of that. And he feels like he's seen a different side of Santina than everyone else. So...
I mean, she really was a lonely island, you know? She really needed to start working with somebody.
She's got to get some numbers together.
And his side is kind of pitiful, too.
Pitiful?
Well, it was before this week.
Oh, well, they got something new going. So they didn't
Yeah.
show this on the show yet, but they did mention the group. So Anika, Hope, Koozie, Daniel C., and Jonathan are now in this 5-person alliance called The Crown.
He's going to have to pull a virtual pork chop out of the refrigerator and tie it around Santina's neck so that everybody wants to be in the alliance with her.
Yeah, well, he is trying to, like, plant little seeds here and there with his new alliance to get
Virtual
them
pork chops.
to get them to like Santina, so maybe they can start working with her moving forward, too. They'll have another number. I like this group. Especially if they add in Santina. I feel better about her now that Zach is gone. I just hope we can sever that connection with Ty as well.
I'm not thrilled with anybody this season, but I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
It's the best of the
If
worst.
I had to pick one side over the other, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so Ty and Claudia, guess what? He's got to suck up to her, too.
Remember when Claudia was all like, Ty's not good for my game, blah, blah, blah. We're playing different games.
What did that last, 5 seconds?
She was like gonna break up with him, and then she just goes running back to him. And
tripping over things, running.
Cuddling up with him.
And Ty says, we're both introverts, so, like, she was really sad when I left, so I guess I can trust her now.
You're trusting her and working with her because your boy left and you need people. And she's like, I like you.
Claudia, keep me safe. Yes, Matt. Yes, I will do anything you say.
That's another thing. He also, again, is under the impression that Jonathan is the HOH. He knows that...
He's convinced of it.
Claudia or Cece and Jonathan are pretty tight, both from the East Coast. You know, they bonded early on. So he's seeing like, ooh, I can use Claudia. Maybe she can tell Jonathan this week, like, don't put up... sorry, that's my Renee.
Yeah.
Don't put up Ty. Yeah, because it's that easy.
Yeah.
Also, he's not the HOH.
So, I know you were wondering, is Santina gonna get Wendy's?
Yeah,
She did.
she did.
I don't know how they pulled this off.
She had to march her ass back and forth between the diary room and the storage room to get it.
They must have had like people outside.
I think there was probably an outdoor lockdown or a backyard lockdown.
She was screaming.
Yeah.
Because the server was none other than the one and only Kiefer.
Oh, fun.
What a happy coincidence.
Yeah.
That it's her week because they're both indigenous. Mm-hmm. That's really cool.
Very cool.
Representation is everything.
Yes.
So she didn't want to take anybody. She wanted to
like,
offer
you know
herself.
what? This is great for me. Love it.
She only got I'm surprised she only got the hash browns and the French toast sticks.
Well, think about it. Like she had to eat this undercover, so she probably didn't want to be in there for too long.
They probably said, "Don't eat so much that you have a food baby,
or you're gone for too long."
Yeah, or you smell of
hash
browns.
Honestly, like
you're gonna stink from that food.
Fast food sticks like in your hair and on your clothes, so I'm sure she was walking around smelling of Wendy's. You know,
you smell like the HOH.
You smell like hospital.
Yeah,
but no, you smell like Wendy's. I mean, really, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
But we also saw that Dan and Shania are a new duo that is emerging.
Because she has a crush on every boy.
I hate to say this, but I feel like...
And he's so gullible.
He seems into her.
He's
I
like
feel like
a little golden retriever puppy.
Yeah. I feel like Shania, like, craves the validation from men. So the fact that he's, like, giving her this attention...
Thank you, doctor.
It's just what I'm seeing. I don't know.
Dr. Maddie Freud.
It's just what I'm seeing. But, yeah, these two are getting super tight, and Dan's like, uh-oh, what if we go up on the block together? And Shania's like, oh.
Yeah.
Actually, it might have been the other way. I don't remember now who said it.
I think it was her that said it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I guess we should stop spending so much time together.
No, I think she said that.
No, he said that.
They're so close now, we can't even remember who said what.
Well, he said, no, I want to spend time with you.
Yeah. All right. Well, Santina and Ty are having a little chit-chat. And again, she's playing it off like she didn't win. She doesn't want Ty to know. And
Ty is convinced it's Jonathan.
Right.
And Santina thinks that some of the biggest threats in the house that aren't on their side is Ty and Dan.
I mean, they're both really good at competitions. They're getting super close now that Zach is gone. They're bonding.
Yeah. Well, she wants one of them gone.
I can't blame her. I think it's a smart move to get rid of one of them for sure.
Absolutely. So Dan and Santina, this chat was very telling.
Yeah.
Because Dan's like, we're not close.
I mean, she did put him on the block week 1, so.
Yeah. I got almost nothing from Dan.
You and everybody else.
Dan says, Santina, you're not a target. Everybody thinks I'm the HOH, but I'm not. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, I'm not.
Yeah, so he's like, well, let's hope neither of us are on the block this week.
So she's like, come on, Dan, what can you give me going forward in the game? He's not making any promises.
Reminds me of his week 1 campaigning, which was weak.
Yes.
Week 1.
He made no promises.
No.
So I guess she's validated.
Santina's like, okay, I guess I should probably get rid of him then.
Yeah.
I mean, given the 2 targets here that she's looking at, she has something with Ty. Has that been damaged along the way? Yes. But she's got something. She's got nothing with Dan. So she is definitely favoring Dan as the number 1 target.
I won't put you up. I won't put anybody up.
Yeah. So
He's
then...
not the HOH.
Mm-hmm. Jonathan and Santina are talking about this week's nominations. They're coming up. And Santina lets him know, my target is Dan S.
But I'd also like to slip Ty onto the other chair on the block.
And she figures, it'd be good to put them both up together because...
Then she'd be guaranteed in taking one from that side of the house.
Right. I mean, if you only put one up, the other one could win veto and save the one on the block. Right. And then they're both safe. So you don't want to risk that.
No.
And if somebody comes off the block when they're both up there, then she'll just put up a girl.
Then she's going to put one of the dumb girls from the other side that'll take away a vote. Mm-hmm. And
the Teen Girl Squad. Of Shania, Renee, and Claudia.
it's just so sad that that's what we got to work with this season.
I had such high hopes with that girls' alliance.
That's what we got to work with. The teen girl squad.
No, but we have Kuzi and Anika.
Yes.
On the other side.
I'm saying, like, wouldn't it have been nice if we had had a few more women who know what they're doing?
If we could get Kuzi, Anika, and Santina working together, that would be pretty badass.
If you say so.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but...
Obviously, it's time for noms.
Okay. And, oh, it was so creepy.
They pulled out the secret nom guy with the...
Yeah, that was the...
I had no idea what they were saying.
The masked singer from episode 1 when they were starting the season.
So...
It was scary. Ugh.
He said, or Santina said, that through him, that Dan S. was the first nomination. And Ty.
Cue Renee.
Yeah. Close your mouth, Renee. You're catching flies.
Mm.
So...
I don't think it was a huge shock to most people because... You know, there was a lot of speculation that Jonathan won and he would put up Ty and Dan. Everybody was thinking, like, if one goes up, the other one is definitely also going up, so...
Yeah.
But, again, people not really suspecting Santina.
No.
Yeah.
I guess they're pretty convinced that it's
Jonathan at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. So tomorrow's episode we will see...
It's okay, this is kind of boring.
No, I'm just tired. I've had to get up so early the last week, but anyway.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's episode, we're going to see the veto and see how that plays out. And again, that is also
Secret.
Yes. So let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Do you think Santina made a good move?
Or if you want to keep it secret, don't tell us.
I think she made a good move.
I think she made a good move, but we're not there yet.
Yeah, we'll keep the rest a secret. All right. So, yeah, we'll see you all next time. And until then,
much love.